Story that has gripped our viewers for the past few days, the death of South Korean actress-singer Sulli. The latest news is that police, have ruled out murder. The 25-year-old was most famously associated with K-pop girl group FX since her debut in 2009. She was found dead at her home on Monday in an apparent suicide. Her death has been linked to spiteful comments which she received from netizens. ST Live entertainment reporter Jan Lee is here to tell us more. Hi Jan. So, people always say that words can never hurt, but that's clearly not true here. Could you clarify for us why this link between netizens' comments and her death was being made?
So Sulli was the target of a lot of online vitriol bullying in the past few years because Sulli, as we know, she debuted as a member of FX, a girl group in SM Entertainment, and then she later left the group, citing several different reasons. So I think 2014 was when it got really bad for the online bullying of Sulli, because that was the year that she admitted to dating hip-hop group dynamic duos Choiza. So they were called a very scandalous couple because back then she was only 20 and he was 14 years older than her. So people started to say not very nice things about the two of them, and then that was the year she took a hiatus from FX, and the year after she left the group officially. And whenever a member of an idol group leaves, there's always a lot of backlash and a lot of outrage because fans sometimes cannot understand why they leave. They feel like maybe you're betraying the group, why are you abandoning the group,
things like that. An explanation.
Yeah, they have a lot of feelings when members leave. And then Sulli was also extremely outspoken, and she challenged a lot of conservative values, I think, of South Korean society. So things like she advocated not wearing a bra. She often went braless, even in her own Instagram videos. She had a sort of a nip slip accident a while back. So that caused a lot of controversy. She also openly dated, because after she admitted to dating Choiza, she actually uploaded pictures of them kissing, pictures of them going on dates, and this is like a huge taboo in K-pop industry. She also celebrated very openly when South Korea legalized abortion. And this sort of divisive social issues, K-pop idols usually don't comment on them because you want to keep your fan base intact. And South Korea, as we know, has a very large Christian population that, and a lot of them actually were anti the striking down of the ban, basically. Yeah. So there were a lot of things that she did that caused, I think, controversy or stir online. Yeah. And
people suspect that that could have caused
that sort of stress could have caused part of she was said to be suffering from depression, so they say maybe the online bullying could have caused the depression to be worse. Yeah,
I see. So I think this is a good time now to talk a little bit about cyberbullying in South Korea, because this is not exclusive to her.
Yeah,
this is across the entirety of the industry, right? So can we talk a little bit about especially directed at celebrities, what cyberbullying is like in South Korea?
In K-pop especially, I think it's pretty bad because several celebrities, so aside from Sulli, the other very famous case, tragically, Jonghyun of SHINee took his own life December 2017. And it was also linked to some reports of him being, suffering from negative online comments. He wrote a suicide note that talked a lot about how he just struggled to feel good enough to stand in front of the stage, and he had a lot of emotional turmoil, suffering from depression and things like that. So already then there were calls that maybe fans or haters can be very harsh to K-pop stars, and that is true. I think more than one K-pop star has attempted suicide. So I think Kara's Guhara, she's a former member of Kara if I'm not wrong, Guhara was found unconscious in her home this year. I think earlier back, Big Bang's rapper Top was also found unconscious in his home. This was suspected to be suicide attempts. They were also targets of very negative online comments because of different situations that we won't go into today. So the thing is, K-pop is very competitive.
Right.
So because there are a lot of groups, there is some sort of competition and rivalry between fans of different groups. And K-pop artists are also very active on social media. So that gives them a platform and gives other people a platform to comment on them directly and to
Right.
make comments to them directly. So that can be quite a sort of a toxic environment to be in. And because fans, they often compete with one another, they sometimes also leave mean comments for idols of rival groups.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
and just K-pop fans are very passionate. Let's put it that way. Even I, as a reporter, when I wrote concert reviews that fans
Right.
didn't like,
Yes, I
received,
remember that.
I received some very heavily worded emails.
Yes,
Let's put it that way.
they were not
So-
very pleased with you.
Yes, so the thing is, the industry as a whole is very vocal and can be very combative, and also it is very, very competitive. The nature of the industry itself is competitive. How many YouTube views does your group have? How many Instagram followers do you have? Can we get this trending on Twitter today for whatever reason? How many, just everything,
Right.
unofficial posts. Do you have the most beautiful eyes? Who has the most beautiful face? Who got the Billboard award? Things like that. So the industry itself by nature is so competitive, and their performance schedules are very, very tiring, and they constantly get scrutinized on their bodies.
So much stress.
So much stress. Are you skinny enough? You gain a little bit of weight and everybody starts going like, why are you gaining weight? You know, you don't look good, you know, you're ugly, things like that. So it's a very tiring industry to be in and a very stressful environment to be in. That can be quite toxic for celebrities.
I see. Well, I think all that stress is not exclusive just to Korea. I mean, it is very bad in South Korea, but it is true everywhere as well. So thanks much for sharing more with us. My apologies. And suicide is actually a very serious issue, and we're not going to take this lightly. So, and help for anyone in crisis is only a phone call away. So for more news and videos, do head on to our website, straitstimes.com. Once again, this has been Kimberly, and thanks for tuning in. Join us tomorrow for more big stories on The Big Story.